Walter Isaacson was drawn to do a biography on Elon Musk, who brought us in the era of space travel, electric vehicles, and artificial intelligence. Many disruptors, including Musk, had childhoods where they didn't fit in, leading to a drive that fueled their later successes. Musk's resilience was tested early with experiences of being beaten and unsupported by his father. He grew up in South Africa as a scrawny kid on the autism spectrum, so he had no social input-output skills and no friends. To learn more about Elon Musk and his fascinating journey, watch the complete video. Welcome back to the Pod Digest. In this video, we summarize the podcast episode from the Diary of a CEO podcast from Steven Bartlett titled The Man Who Followed Elon Musk Everywhere, 7 Elon Secrets, with Walter Isaacson. Walter Isaacson is one of the greatest biography writers ever. He got to follow Steve Jobs until the day he died and followed Elon Musk for years in order to write down what he saw and share that information. He says Elon always talks about his 3 main missions: to get humanity to Mars, to have sustainable energy on this planet, and to make robots safe. What is the cost of sacrifice? How to make decisions, how to think, how and what motivates these world-changing entrepreneurs? Isaacson's work with these figures provided unique insights into their innovative minds. Driven by a mix of genius, resilience, and the ability to confront and navigate personal and professional challenges. Elon's difficult relationship with his father is described as a significant source of Musk's maniacal intensity. This relationship, fraught with psychological abuse, contributed to Musk's complex personality, weaving together darkness and light. Most of us have things that drive us, and sometimes there are some demons from childhood. But the question is whether you harness those demons or those demons harness you. And in Elon's case, the answer is both. As a result, Isaacson reflects on Musk's own parenting style, suggesting that allowing children to take risks and face challenges without excessive protection may foster resilience. This perspective offers a view into the balance between nurturing and allowing children to navigate the world independently. Elon loves drama and turmoil. The discussion around Musk's association of pain with love highlights the deep impact of his familial relationships on his personality and behavior. Isaacson suggests that Musk's drive for drama and adversity is tied to his tumultuous childhood experiences, indicating a complex interplay between Musk's personal pains and his pursuit of disruptive innovations. He had an intense focus, so when he focused on something, he would be awesomely smart. Problem is, he doesn't like things that don't interest him, so when he had to learn the African language in school, he flunked. But when it came to engineering, especially material science, he could focus like a laser. Isaacson argues that while certain traits like curiosity and drive can be cultivated, the unique combination of factors that make Elon Musk who he is, including his experiences with trauma and being on the autism spectrum, cannot be easily replicated or chosen. For instance, Benjamin Franklin, while not the smartest of his contemporaries, demonstrated an extraordinary level of curiosity and openness to new ideas, traits that are valuable and can be developed by most people. However, the intensity, focus, and sense of urgency that characterize Musk are innate qualities that are not easily instilled in others. Elon Musk's approach to problem-solving and innovation is deeply rooted in first principles thinking, a method that involves breaking down complex problems into their most basic foundational elements. First principles thinking requires you to question every rule and question every requirement. This mindset is evident in Musk's diverse ventures, from SpaceX to Tesla, where he constantly challenges conventional wisdom and industry norms. This mindset enables Musk to question and bypass established norms, regulations, and the way things have always been done. For example, when faced with the high cost of rockets, Musk deconstructed the problem to its fundamental costs, leading him to the insight that manufacturing rockets could be significantly cheaper than buying them, thereby making space travel more accessible. As per Elon, if you're not failing 20% of the time, you're not risking enough. Each of those are attempts to figure out to take a risk, shoot something off and see what goes wrong, then fix it. Elon's early realization of the importance of understanding both the science and business aspects of his ventures led him to pursue studies in physics and economics. This unique combination allowed him to navigate and innovate in fields dominated by either business or technical expertise, but rarely both. His first principles approach is not just a problem-solving tool, it's a philosophy that guides his thinking, from conceptualizing reusable rockets to reimagining the automotive industry. However, Isaacson expresses skepticism about Musk's acquisition of Twitter. viewing it as a distraction from his core strengths. It was a bad idea not simply because it'll be a distraction, but because Musk doesn't have human emotional awareness. Twitter is not an engineering product. It's an advertising medium that's supposed to gather eyeballs for advertisers in a friendly environment. And that's not Elon's specialty, he says. Elon's insistence on reevaluating the necessity of established practices, such as server farms for Twitter, showcases his willingness to take risks and push boundaries. His disruptive leadership style reflects on the trade-offs between innovation and stability. While disruptive leadership can yield remarkable results, it may also entail significant challenges and not suit every leader or organization. The desire to be liked by your employees could be a weakness, which is if you try too hard to be liked, you're not going to create a disruptive organization. Elon feels the need to make his employees feel uncomfortable, to make them feel challenged. So every leadership team needs to have the hammer as well as the inspiring nice guy. The advice any CEO needs is the oldest piece of advice on this planet, which is just know thyself. This insight into leadership philosophies reveals a disdain for complacency and a drive to challenge norms, even at the expense of personal relationships and traditional measures of success. If you have a risk-averse culture like NASA or Boeing or Lockheed Martin or others, you're not experimenting enough. Elon values the right attitude and skills over knowledge, which can be acquired. But a change in attitude requires a brain transplant. He wants to make sure that they have the all-in hardcore attitude early on. And that is why he interviewed everybody in the first few years of SpaceX and Tesla. While Musk is not as much of a superstar building team, but he does get hardcore dedicated leaders to work for him. He misses deadlines, but he tends to eventually deliver. The reason he's setting deadlines, even though he knows sometimes they might not be hit, is because it speeds up the team. Surprisingly, Elon does not care enough about his health. He's fanatic on many things, but getting on the treadmill and taking care of himself is not one of them. He doesn't meditate, do yoga, swim, or do things that would both clear your mind and relax your body. His mental health is incredibly mercurial. It means that it goes through multiple phases, personalities, and there will be times when he's perfectly cheerful, inspiring, sometimes focused on engineering in his so-called demon mode. But is Elon happy? Musk doesn't want to sit back and be content and happy. In his own words, he says that he is like a video game addict. When he gets to one level of the game and succeeds, all he can think about is moving to the next level of the game. Musk is always pushing for the next thing as opposed to happiness. First principles thinking reflects his ability to cut through complexity, challenge established norms, and reimagine industries from the ground up. This approach has not only revolutionized industries, but also serves as a model for innovation, emphasizing the power of returning to the basics to solve complex problems. Musk's professional drive cannot be separated from his personal history, portraying a man shaped by his struggles as much as his triumphs. Thank you for watching. Again, we request you to kindly hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and feel free to leave some constructive comments. We would be happy to hear them.